Hi guys, it's been a while since I posted a video. I figured I'd make a video on crowning a cathedral ceiling as we scroll through what I've done yesterday. I have been watching some videos on YouTube and seen some guys that were crowning a cathedral ceiling, and in the inside corners they were doing 3 different pieces. You don't have to do that to crown a cathedral ceiling, and it looks a lot better in my opinion this way. But you're entitled to your own opinions. There seems to be a feud on YouTube on how to crown a cathedral ceiling, as some guys believe they use the 3-piece method, or some believe just using 45s. I particularly prefer the 45s. It looks a lot better. Now this video ain't exactly to show you how to crown mold. By watching this video, I'm judging that you already have experience doing crown molding on flat ceilings. I'm just showing you how I like to crown mold cathedral ceilings. But there's many other videos on YouTube showing you how to crown mold a ceiling. I'd recommend go watching one of those. Maybe if this video gets enough likes, I'll come out with a how-to video. On the contrary of the inside corners, I always did the outside corners with 3 pieces. It's a 22-degree angle cut, and I've had really good success with customers loving this look. I created 2 different models, one with the 45 and one with the 22.5 degree cut, before I do the job. Show them what it looks like. It's just a simple step that takes you less than a minute to make, and the customers really seem to like it. Today we're going to be finishing up the other half of the ceiling. Yesterday I only worked a half day on this, so about 4 hours because I had another job to go to. It's a pretty simple cathedral ceiling. On this side we have 1 outside corner, same as we did on the other side of the ceiling. Now you will be surprised at how easy it is to crown a cathedral ceiling. We're going to start on this side of the ceiling and get that outside corner done away with, and the second inside corner on the way up. So let's get started on it. Now again, remember this is not a how-to video, so I'm not going to show you how to do the cuts, but this is just a normal 45-degree cut. Normally I like to glue it together, but I forgot to do that on this corner. Shame on me. Now to start a corner, we're just going to nail it together, and you can nail it together good. I'm just going to use 1-inch nails, put quite a few of those in there along it, and then on the top and bottom I'm just going to put a couple 2-inch brads to tack it together a little firmer. You want it strong enough that you can move around. And you ain't going to see these nails anyway, so make sure it's nice and firm. Some guys like to make a template and draw a line on the bottom, just so they know where to put it, but I found it's a lot easier if you tack together a piece and then put it in the corner. That way you're guaranteed to have corners that line up. Give me a second or so to go get my 18-gauge brad nailer. I forgot to mention that the little pin nail I'm using is a 28-gauge nailer. You could do this with 18-gauge brad nails. I just make sure they're a little bit short, because a lot of times when the nail is long, it sometimes likes to wander off. Now I do like to pin the top and bottom with 2-inch nails. It gives a little more durability. Okay, now it's time to go put our piece in the corner. I've seen in the comments on other YouTube videos that this can only be done with painted trim, and that's not so. This is how it would sit if it was on a flat ceiling. When placing it in the corner, you just gotta find that sweet spot where it likes to sit. We'll just place a nail in it to hold it in place and then tip it up. Now we'll just place a couple nails towards the corner. You might just want to keep the ends free. That way when placing your other piece you have a little bit of movement. And there you go, we got the corner started. And here's what the corner looks like that we just did. Now who's still watching this video by this point? I forgot to mention I made this crown molding. I made about 300 foot, which was made out of furring strips from Home Depot. It's 1x3. The homeowner wanted kind of a rustic look. I think it was about $2 per an 8-foot piece, and I made it on my table saw. I used two 10-inch blades for my table saw. That was about 40 bucks a piece. In total for an 8-foot piece, it was about $3.77. So my cost per foot was about 47 cents. So if you'd like me to make a video on how I made the crown molding, post a comment below and I'll put that on my to-do list. Now we're going to start this upper corner the same way we did the lower corner. So I'll go cut our pieces for that. When I went and cut our pieces, I also cut the piece for the corner. That's cut at a 22.5 degree angle for the free piece outside corner. Now I'm trying to break the piece I just cut. And I'm going to use that 28 gauge pin nailer that I got with 1-inch nails. And I'm going to glue this one this time. Now the bottle of glue decided to give me a hard time. If you don't have one of these pin nailers, I highly recommend you get one. I've had it for a little while. This one's from Harbor Freight. The only time I've had it mess up when I was using Harbor Freight nails, I went and got porta cable nails from Home Depot, and I haven't had it mess up since. I think it was around $27. Any other branded pin nailers you get is going to be around $100 unless you get like the Home Depot Husky brand or something that's around $35. One thing I like about it is you can't really see where the nail was put in a whole lot, and it doesn't crack small pieces like this. Now we have to nail the second 22.5 degree angle piece on there to complete our corner. I went and skipped ahead because I figured you didn't really need to see me put together another corner, but it's the same things we did on the first corner. Now it's time to put this piece on the wall. I went and found somebody to record me. Sorry for them being a little bit shaky. Now this is why you leave your ends loose. That way if you need to smidge it a little bit, you can. I skipped over a couple seconds of the video. This camera guy was trying to make us seasick. Now I got the corner of the line up a little bit better, and now we're just going to nail it together. Man, I tell you, it's hard to find cheap, good camera guys these days. Okay, I'm back on the camera. Here's a pan shot of what we just did. Now we just got to continue across the other side of the kitchen and go up that side. We also added this piece in the center of the peak so we could have put can lights in the peak. Now here's some pan shots of the finished product. I didn't bother showing you the other side of the kitchen because it's the same thing as the first lower corner. I also narrated the audio because The camera I was using has pretty bad audio quality, and with the compressor in the other room kicking on and off, it was quite noisy, the nailing and stuff. It don't matter. I've had complaints in my other YouTube videos that my audio kinda stinks, and I sound like Elmer Fudd. I've heard it all. At least I think. I recorded this by hand because I don't have a tripod. My last camera busted the tripod, so that's why the video is all kinda shaky. I ain't claiming to be some kind of pro, I just do my best. I know I'm gonna get people that make these comments with their negative input on this. The homeowner was very pleased with it, and that's all that counts for me. If you made it this far for the video, you're doing pretty good. 50% of the population wouldn't have made it this far. If you're curious of what camera I used, it was a Canon EOS 80D with the lens 18:1 35, and I'm using the newer, I think it was a 300 something mic for the audio. And my video editing program was OpenShot on Linux, Ubuntu Linux. And I'm using Audacity for my audio editor. If you like this content, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.